Hello and welcome to Serbia for live handball coverage from the Women's European Championships. Clayton Lucas here with you for Group A action as reigning champions Norway take on Ukraine. Now Norway are taking maximum points through to the main round, and as the Ukraine are already eliminated, you could be forgiven for thinking that both teams will just be going through the motions for this one. But according to both coaches, that couldn't be further from the truth. Norway, who by their own admission have underperformed, are looking to polish up their act ahead of the main round and give some of the players, the new ones especially, a chance to shine ahead of those tough games to come. Ukraine, well, they're looking to test their level really, and are looking forward to the prospect of playing against the reigning champions, the world champions and Olympic champions, and it will give them a good platform from which to build for the future. Those are the two matches to come from Group A here in Belgrade at the Combank Arena. And this is currently how the group stands. Norway at top, and those two wins and the 4 points over the Czech Republic and Serbia, they'll take through to the main round. The game and this result against Ukraine won't go any further. Your referees from Latvia, Zigmars Stolarevs on the left and Renars Lichis on the right. They're in charge today. What they say goes. So the teams are out onto the court to a rapturous applause from the fans here. We're now going to have the national anthems. We'll start with Norway and finish with the Ukraine.
National anthem of Ukraine. Национальна гімна України.
It's one of the finest feelings as an international player to stand in front of the rest of your teammates and have your national anthem sung. So lineup for Norway, it's a world-class one. They've got plenty of strength in depth that they can call on in all positions. And in terms of players to look out for, well, you can take a pick from pretty much any one of them. If anything, number 3, Caroline Ness, is the only one who hasn't really featured. And certainly a player who will feature, the right winger of Lynn Christian Reigelhuth-Kren, and also Lynn Yurum Suland. Suland is a right back. And for the Ukraine, again, some very talented players and really some standout players for their number 4, Anastasia Pidpalova, who was given a free role in their last game. And also Iriana Shutska, number 5, the pivot line player. She will be one to watch out for. as well as number 7, Victoria Borchenko, the left winger. Now, Yulia Managorova didn't really get a great deal of action in the last match, except for the fact she did get herself a 2-minute suspension. Head coach for Norway, Thorje Hergersen, he knows his team aren't as strong as they have been, but even so, their reputation precedes them with 4 European Championships already in succession, looking for a 5th. Milena Ratner back with the Ukraine team for a second spell. He was in charge from 96 to 2007, 78 years of age, but don't let that fool you. He screams like an 18-year-old when he needs to if his players don't perform. We're just moments away from the start of this one. Should be quite a relaxed atmosphere for the Ukraine. It's a game to nothing for them. It's just a test of their level. And as ever, for Norway, they know that whenever they are up against any opposition for them, it's their cup final, so to speak, and Norway will always have to be at their best. And so far they haven't been at their best, but they've still managed 2 wins. Number 13, Natalia Tukalo in your picture, gets things underway then. It's Ukraine in yellow attacking, Norway in red defending in this Group A encounter from the Comeback Arena in Belgrade. And the first attack comes to nothing, but Ukraine will keep the ball. Shutska, number 5, onto court, number 2, Olga Leuk. And number 6, Yulia Managorova on the wing, Tukala with the ball. Pitpalova and also Borchenko. That's the 6 players in attack for Ukraine at the moment. Silja Solberg getting the start in goal for Norway. So Katarina Lund Haraldsen, number 16, is rested. Frafjord next to number 9, Lynn Borgersen, which means Heidi Loki's on the bench for the moment, number 6 for Norway. Frafjord, the pivot, and also out is Alstad, number 5, Ala Eistad. Oh, loads of space here for Ukraine. Oh dear, that's a, dare I say it, a bad miss. Olga Leuk should have scored. Created loads of space. Couldn't finish it off. Breivang, Borgersen, Bradford running the line. And Gosse on the left wing. And Koren on the right. And first goal to Norway. 2 minutes on the clock. Breivang with the goal. Norway with the lead. Huge amount of space as well, wasn't there, for her to work with? As she gets past Parhomenko. Pitpalova, very tall player, Anastasia Pitpalova, number 4, but still a little bit stooped with the shoulders and does tend to break her posture a little bit when she goes up and over the top to shoot. Could be throwing that ball from a greater height than she does. So far, Pitpalova not tempted to go from 9 metres. They're still trying to work the ball into the line. And it was in the area by Ukraine. Good interception. And maybe a chance here. 2-on-2. Little offload. And a great lob, and in it goes. Good goal. That's an excellent play. Really well finished by Yulia Managorova. She came in, a little crossover with Shutska, and then lobbed that straight over the top of Solberg, who could do nothing about it. Borgersen not tempted to use the wingers yet. Norway just running in between the 3 players. Suland, who's in now, Breivang and Burgerson. Getting in there with Pitpalova, getting held up by Turkolova as well. One yellow card issue so far, that was to Pitpalova for that last effort. Ferguson failing to find a target and Ukraine come away with it. It's a good save from another yellow card here for Borgson for pushing or Frafjord? So it's Frafjord who gets the yellow card. There'll be a few of those issued potentially before we have a 2-minute suspension, but that doesn't necessarily always mean the case. Offload. Oh, that was unlucky. Just held my breath then. They tried the Kemper. And Manikarova with a lovely leap into the air. Great hang time. And then gets the shot away, but it's denied by the upright. Norway a little profligate with their attacking at the moment. We've got 5 minutes on the clock, only 2 goals. Pitpalova, good save. That will really boost Silja Solberg's confidence. Burgerson and Pitpalova are going to have an interesting battle. Weigluth coming in off the wing just to get a feel for the ball. I think that's the first touch he's had. Back out into the corner now, along with Ingosser in the far corner, just out of your picture. Suland getting tucked out by Schützke. Schützke, very physical player, had 2 2-minute suspensions in the last match they played for Ukraine. Surprised if she gets 1 or 2 here. No chance for Frafjord. He has to go back and defend. Poroshenko. Penalty. Suland committing the foul. Look at that face, you wouldn't think that butter would melt in the mouth, would you? But referee having none of it. Poroshenko it will be to take the penalty. She who was fouled. Straight through Solberg. And Ukraine have the lead.
Second goal for Ukraine, scored by number 7, Victoria Boschenko.
Plenty of travelling Norwegian fans. You can see them all clustered just at the top of the picture. This Combank Arena can hold 20,000 fans. It's a marvellous venue here in Belgrade. Ferguson to Frafjord trying to get back to the line, but Pitpalova saying no you don't. And Circular closing down Suland. Breivang gets sent to the floor. Weigluth wanting the ball. Parhamenko looking to keep things out. And so far it's been pretty quiet for Lena Ratner. We'll be pretty pleased with the way things are going. Penalty. Well, Ukraine thought that they got the ball then, and both the defenders looking at the referee as if to say, you have got to be joking. Defending in the area. Maybe some movement, but it's penalty given. Parhamenko with some work to do. Can't stop Weigluth with her first goal. The right winger going straight through the legs of Parhamenko. changes for Ukraine at the moment, sensing personnel. Palava, Leuk, Shutska, and then on the wing Blashenko and Managarova. Real change for the Ukraine for this game is the fact that Olha Nikolayenko, number 17, hasn't started, and Olga Leuk has the start, as it were. So right with the yellow card.
Yellow card, Norway, number 18.
The older player at 33, Nikolayenko 29, Leuk with less caps. Nikolayenko 45 caps, 173 goals. Leuk 43 caps, 81 goals. Older but slightly less experienced. Red card in now for the Ukraine. Right winger. Actually playing on the left side. She can play either way. So first effort from Pitpalova over the top. You can see what I mean about not really getting up high and shooting from high enough. She was easily blocked by Norway. No stopping that one. Well, there shouldn't have been. Borgerson can't believe it. I can't believe it either. That ball, well, that should be being picked out the back of the net. With no real time to think about it, has to defend now. Stop Shutska from doing her business. Red cut. Turkala, Leuk. Little crossover inside to Managarova and back out again. Red card. Almost lost that one. That comes out to the wing. Blashenko denied by the crossbar. Norway come away with it. Borgerson. Space in the middle, maybe. Legelhuth. Ball out to the wing. And it's not gone in. It's not been given. Lynn Gosser can't believe that she's off celebrating. It hit the crossbar, came down, but it didn't look like it went over the line. And the referee was watching it all the way. So no goal. In fact, only 4 goals after 10 minutes. Incredible. Anja Edin, number 11, comes into the action for Norway. She's an exciting player, very busy, very quick as well, good footwork, very good at managing, turning defenders and getting in the right place. Another yellow card here. Sullen goes to the floor. Red card it is, he'll get it. Maybe Christmas card for red card. So it's going to be a penalty. Gosser with the look that says, surely I didn't do anything wrong. The long ball taken by Managarova, and then she's fouled in the process of shooting. For Ukraine, have the lead. Blashenko with 2 from 2. Stopping that one.
Another goal scored by number 7, Victoria Borchenko.
Edin. Clive Sullen still in, Frafjord still in. Legelhuth in the top corner. And Gosser down out of your picture for Norway, making up the attacking 6. Serious artwork on Anja Edin's arms. Medium pace for Larvik, 29 years of age, relatively inexperienced, 32 international caps, 60 goals. You look at some of the big guns like Regelhuth, over 215 caps, 807 goals. That one's not going to count. Whistle had gone. Sulan. Put through, Fraffier closed down, 4 players on it with space on the wing. And there's going to be a 2-minute suspension here, and it's no surprise, Schutzke, who's got it. Building up a bit of a reputation, Schutzke.
2 minutes penalties to be served by the number 5.
Pushed onto the floor.
Irina Schutzke.
She's saying she's been elbowed in the face. Well, I doubt it. Look at that slow motion. Head in. Norway going to look to make the Ukraine pay here, and they do. Suland over the top. Excellent left-handed shot from Suland. Made that look easy, didn't she? So new player in for the Ukraine, Ola Mikolenko with the ball, number 17. Redka. She's going nowhere. Manikarova trying to run the line, gets the ball, denied by the post, and in the area means that Ukraine lose the ball. Gerson won't be too worried about what's going on. He's got so much strength in depth. He's just giving the bench run out. That looks a little bit painful, doesn't it, for Ida Alstad?
2 minutes suspension.
Now it's Mankarova with a suspension.
Number 6, Julia Malaganova.
That was Vashuk, number 9 on Alstad.
Excellent save by the number 16, Natalia Parkhamenko.
Good save by Parkhamenko. This has got to be a worry now for Ukraine. Norway can go man-to-man here, and they pretty much are. Ukraine now with another player in Irina Glibko, number 23. Oh, that's a great goal. Oh, it brings an instant smile, and so it should. Norway, 2 players down, get a goal. Ukraine, rather, with 2 players down, get the goal, go into the lead. Sulan was getting a piggyback off of Red Car then. Let's go back in.
Irina Glibko.
So there's marks on Poroshenko's arm from where she's been grabbed by other players. Space here for Regelhuth, creates a brilliant angle and fires home. Norway back on level terms. Oftedal just putting the tracksuit bottoms back on.
Equalizer for Norway, scored by number 18,
Ukraine just a few seconds away from being back at the full strength. That wasn't a good ball, was it, from number 9, Olga Vashuk. Norway completely shutting out Serkalo, 13, and now Ukraine lose possession. Alstad goes wide, Bravang, Alstad coming down the middle. Tried a little bounce pass out to the wing, come off the Ukrainian defender. Alstad. running into a little bit of trouble with red car. Last out. Foul against Trafford for pushing a defender out of the way. Just why she suddenly had acres of space. Shutska. Glubka to Kala. Glubka again. Ooh, lost it. Well, there they have. Well, that's poor passing. One followed by another. Now Eden can come away with it. She's got help here. Lindgosse with a bit of spin, but that's a good save from Parkamenko. Gosse tried to spin that one round past the keeper. But it just slipped out of her hand, didn't it? Went higher than she wanted. I think she was trying to get that to bounce down. Anyway, for Menegarova to go, set back to the middle. Pelliver, red card. She's not going to go over the top. She comes around the side. Oh, that's a wonderful goal from red card. Suddenly, from having two players in front of her, she had absolutely none. Nice work from Boshenko to draw the blockers away. No sooner have the Ukraine scored than Norway have equalised. So number 11, Anya Aydin with her first goal. Over. That car goes wide. Boshenko coming around the outside. Little ball in, but it's nowhere for Shutska to go. Heidi Loki getting a run out. Number 6. Loki and Trafford working together. Shutska flying to the floor, and that marks on the back of her shirt. That's resin. That is difficult to come out. Glubka with a good goal. Ukraine back in front. Double-edged sword this for Norway. They don't want to lose. Even if they win, the points don't get carried through to the final, to the main round. And of course, their main concern has got to be not getting any of their players unnecessarily injured. You can't be thinking about that while you're playing. Otherwise, chances are you will get injured, because if you back out of a challenge or go in half-heartedly, you'll get hurt. Redka, closed down by Trafford. Glubka back out to Pitpalova. Now Pitpalova is a bit reticent, isn't she, about shooting from range. She's had one go, which is blocked. She's not really coming in as part of this action for the Ukraine. And now they lose possession. Chance here on the break. Lots of steps from Loki, but she gets away with it and keeps possession. Norway with possession of called timeout.
Requested by Norway.
Litt sånn is I magen I noen situasjoner, for at det handler om riktig bra her bak. Det siste duellen. Vi slurver litt på kantene. Skal ikke slippe det inn. Tett sammen. De finter mye. Hei, det helt greit. I fremoverspillet, løft blikket, spillen og spring etter. Kom med hele laget etter. Det lugnt. I angrep nå, hvis vi I 6-0 eller 5-spilling, vi kjører 3 venstre. 3 venstre med brei start, og så spill ut av disse tingene. Mer tålmodig, det kommer sjanser for spillerne. Kom nå!
Почему? Аня, чего ты делаешь? Барсен, убери игрока вообще туда. Убери туда, дай, чтобы редька набрала. Аня, сейчас выйдет Яся, станет под большую. Под большую, а Семен большой, пойди просто протакуй. Если не протакуешь, пробей. Но не надо... ничего не делай.
Well, that's nicely taken off, but that's a brilliant save. It looked for a moment as if there was going to be a goal for Burachenko, but that's an excellent save from Solberg. Considering Norway are the world champions, current Olympic champions, and current European championships, looking for their 5th successive European title, they've had some very close matches so far in this championships. They beat Serbia 28-26, and they beat the Czech Republic 21-19. Help to the floor, so only been a few goals in it, and they're going close here with the Ukraine in what is effectively a game to nothing. Again, Loki sent flat on her back. There's a 2-minute suspension for Managarova. That's her second already. If she gets one more, it'll be a red card and the end of her match. Vernick. Still in the first half, 8 minutes or so to go. So Managarova's on thin ice now. Alstad. Oh, nearly stolen, and the ball out to the wing. Space here for Gossa. She can't get it in the goal. The missed pass looked like it was going to be Loki who was going to take it. If anything, Loki seems to be in a better position. In fact, it's Herem who missed the target. Herem having to switch within Gossa, those to the left wingers for Norway. Red card through and through the legs of the keeper as well. Solberg letting that one go in. Now Ukraine leading by 2. They're certainly making all the running, the Ukraine.
Ukraine scored by number 21.
A certain amount of professional pride involved as well for Norway. They don't get to the top by losing matches, and they certainly won't want to have left the preliminary round as soon as find that one in. Having lost to Ukraine, who were eliminated. Ukraine having then been able to spend the next few months saying that they've beaten the Olympic champions, the world champions. So Norway back to within a goal. Oh dear, no look pass straight to Norway, and away they come with the ball. Norway flooding forward. Alstad tries to go on her own and she's denied. Fraffield just says you can stay there a minute. Give my team a chance to get back. With Palava. Glibko. Nikolienko. So all 6 back on court now. Outfield players anyhow. 2-minute suspension here for Heidi Loki. Referee didn't like what she was up to.
Team Norway, number 6, Heidi Loki.
Paying too close attention to Burachenko. It's Norway's first 2-minute suspension of the match. Oh, that's a good goal. That travelled a long way as well and took a deflection, which slowed it down. It looked as if Solberg was going to get her hands on it, but it's a goal for Glibko.
Ukraine scored by number 23, Irina Glibko.
Ratner just holding on to his timeout card. You notice the coaches do that. It's almost like a little comfort blanket for them, isn't it? course of the half. 3 timeouts allowed per match, 1 in each half, and then there's a floating one which you could take in the first half, or of course in the second. But if you haven't used your 2 timeouts in the second half and you get to the last 5 minutes, you can only use 1 of them. Oftedal is in for Norway. She doesn't really look, I'll say it in the nicest ways, like a handball player. She's a very slight build, and she's quick and she's very strong. She just looks too petite to be a handball player. Barkamenko had that covered. Long ball, doesn't find its target, well cut out by number 23, Camilla Herem. I don't think Ratner's particularly happy with that. Why did you bother doing that? Just giving away possession. Which is a fair point, although I don't expect he'd have been saying that had the ball been taken by Shitsko and she scored. Could be here though. Circular comes away with it, all on her own. She's got help, but she needs it, but she doesn't. Boshenko was covering to her left. Circular got the interception, raced down the court. Oftedal had given up possession. And then Circular says, thank you very much. We'll extend our lead. 3-goal difference now. Eistad. Penalty. Well, do you know what? That really looked, for all the world, as if Boshenko had held her ground and got hammered into while she wasn't moving. But slow-mo will tell us. She gets across. Oh, close, isn't it? But the referee favouring the attacker with that one. Suland. Straight pass. Barkamenko into the top corner.
Once again, scored by number 15,
Kolenko. Lutko with a little offload. Manigarova's through. Oh, denied by the post, but she gets a penalty. Grafjord looks distraught. They do every time, don't they? A penalty goes against them. Boshenko. Nice finish from her. Ukraine get their 3-goal lead again.
Goal for Ukraine, scored number 7, Victoria Boshenko.
Some space for Suland, but she'd already landed in the area before the shot came. And there's a Ukrainian player down here. Goal won't stand for Suland. Boshenko comes across, and so too there's Bodachenko, who's felt the brunt of that one.
Goal for Norway, scored
Well, the commentators said the goal's going to count, and indeed it has been, but that's not what the referee signalled initially, did he? It looked like he signalled it being in the area. But it is now a goal, so Norway back to within 2.
Timeout requested by Ukraine.
So Ukraine call their timeout, last 30 seconds. One of Ratner deciding to use it just because he can.
Настя, ну переведи, ну вы же там заткнулись, вы друг другом с борщом тыкаете, а эти стоят, тут ни в чем не участвуют. Значит, что вы сейчас? Уйдешь в середину сейчас, Настя. Осталось 30 секунд. Погоняли, наберешь. Что там у нас сейчас?
Первую делаем.
Подожди.
Легко там.
А, легко. Для Оли. Для Оли.
Давайте забрали!
Stine, vi kjører 6-0 nå. Hei, 6-0 nå. Aggressivt våkne på en liten ting i forhold til de her kantene som kommer og vil stikke av. Treer, toer, god kommunikasjon på det. Toeren kommer litt grann i skråstilling der, Ida. Du er med på den. Våken på den nå. Duellere på kantene. Det er bedre nå. Våken på kant.
Well, Ukraine would be pretty pleased if they could go into the half-time break 3 goals up. That'll make it interesting for Norway. Forced to bring out their big guns for the second half. Well, they've started to put them in anyway. Ryvang's in, Alstad's in, Holuki's in. And Ukraine do have their goal. Last shot of the match coming in this first half. Ryvang goes wide. So half-time buzzer, and it's Ukraine in charge here at the Combank Arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime score is 11-8 for Ukraine.
That was the only shot that Pitpalova has had in the half. Fortunately for her, though, it's followed up by Boshenko. But Pitpalova has not really been influential at all for Ukraine. Confirmation of the half-time result. Ukraine in front, Norway with some work to do. We can have a look at the stats from the first half. 6 minutes of penalties for the Ukraine. Everybody successful with their penalties. 42% to 40% from field throws. And it's been a pretty low-scoring game, not much to choose between them. Most of the work done by the Ukraine in the last 10 minutes. Look at that, only 4 goals scored in the first 10. Suland leading the way for Norway, and it's Boshenko for the Ukraine. Join us again shortly for the start of the second half.
12. First of all, can you please give one big applause for Team Norway and Team Ukraine? Jedan veliki aplauz za ekipu Norveške i Ukrajine. Let me see, are there any fans of Norway here? Norway fans, make some noise! Svaka čast za ovakvu publiku, a da vidimo da li ima možda navijača Srbije večeras ovde. Bravo, bravo, predstavlja velika utakmica od 8:15, Đorđe. Možemo da kažemo da je malo golova u prvom poluvremenu, ali se nadamo kiši golova za drugih 30 minuta. Ja mogu ti reći, Đorđe, da simptomatično za ovo prvenstvo, ali jako mali broj golova za ovo poluvremenu. I want to hear from fans of Norway. Can you please sing a song, your famous song of your team, whichever you like. Come on, whichever you like. Norway, come on, Norway, Norway, Norway. Đorđe, moramo reći u duhu fair play i poštovanja, može je veliki aplauz za reprezentaciju Ukrajine. Veliki aplauz za Ukrajinu! A sada da čujem navijače Srbije! Đorđe, ja mislim da to može malo jače. Može malo jače, još jednom Srbije! Odlično, team of Norway, fans of Norway, come on, can you please do whatever I do? Come on, fans of Norway, come on. All together. Come on. Come on, all together. I ostajemo, možemo se priključiti. Sjajni snijega, da vidimo podršku i ovih naših srpskih navijača. Bravo. Odlično, i još jednom molim vas, veliki aplauz za reprezentacije Norveške i Ukrajine!
So away we go with the start of this second half. Norway ready to go with the throw off, and look at that, number 16. Katarina Lund Haraldsen comes into the fray for the first time in the second half, and Heidi Loki, number 6, is going to start. Off the Dahl is in there as well. So Norway trying to claw back this deficit. They're 3 behind. Ukraine are bowing out of this tournament after this match because they can't make it through to the main round. Norway are going through with maximum points, and this game will not affect that. Even if they were to lose, they're still taking through maximum points because they beat the other 2 teams in their group. And as the first goal of the second half goes to Loki. Nice ball in from Alstad, good turn from Loki, great finish to beat Parkamenko. More is expected of Anastasia Pidlapova, who has just has the ball now. Offloads, Circulo's going nowhere. Jon Dallen in. And that's her first action of the game. Circular, all over. It's off the feet of the Ukraine, so it's going to be Norway's ball. Haraldsen will take it. 17 with the ball. Nikolenko will be a familiar face to Haraldsson, the goalkeeper. They both play their handball in Hungary. Haraldsson plays for Győri and Nikolenko plays for FTC. It's a good finish. And it's Pitpalova with her first goal. She can start to get that working. Could be trouble for Norway. Off to Dow. Keeps possession. Poroshenko, I think, got Bjorn Dahlen in the face with her hand. If not, it was the ball that hit her as she swiped at it. Have another look. Oh yeah, swiped the ball into her face. Oh, actually, it wasn't. Better look there. There's a shoulder right in the cheek. Good pass. Great finish. That's some wonderful handball. 20, Mayo Jakobsen with her first goal, courtesy of that lovely reverse pass from Bjorn Dahlen. Jakobsen actually recognised centre-back playing out on the right wing. Well, that was too easy. Haraldsson will be disappointed that one's gone in from that distance. I'm sure that Nikolenko will be reminding her of that next time she sees her. Club handball. Push and a 2-minute suspension.
2-minute suspension.
So for Turkola. Yes, Bulachenko. It might be Turkola, but it's Bulachenko who goes. Norway stuck to the rules, haven't they, so far? It's the Ukraine who've pulled the foul of the referees. Space over on the left. Bjorn Dahlen wasn't looking. There was a two-player advantage. Mette Alstad screaming for it again, still not getting it. And now she does, but it's a little bit too late. All the play's moved over that way. And Norway lose possession. Turkola back into the action for Ukraine. Glibko as well, bottom of the picture, receiving the ball. Good goal. Glibko does the business. Well, it's looking like this could be Ukraine's match, you know. I'm not so convinced that Norway are going to get back from 4 goals behind. Off the block and out, so Norway keep possession. Alstad to off to Dow. Up over low, loads of space, but it's kept out by Haraldsson. Anastasija Pitpalova Not generating enough heat in that one. Room for Arstead, but she can't get the ball out. It's going to be a penalty, foul against Pitpalaba. It may well have actually been Vashuk. He was the one, it was indeed Vashuk, for chopping on the arm. So a real change up. Victoria Tomashenko is in to try and stop this one. Bjorn Dahlen with the penalty. Nice finish.
Goal Norway, scored by number 14, Ida Bjørndalen.
Well, Haraldsen is built like Swiss cheese at the moment, isn't she? Full of holes, everything's going through her. Pitpalaba with a second. See the way she drops her left side and tends to over-rotate, which in itself means she's losing a lot of power. Needs to hold that left side better when she's attacking, get herself further up in the air. Start to use the energy wisely to really put some heat into the ball. Unlucky. Herem just over the top. Glibko acting as the playmaker. Pitpalaba back again. Norway trying to close things down early, and they've done a good job so far, and now it's a passive play warning against Ukraine. Caroline Ness, number 3, getting involved for Norway as a defensive player. First outing for her in the match. Easy stop by Haraldsen. Good interception by Bushenko. Sloppy pass by Optedal. Maja Jakobsen 20 in to defend on the right wing. Bjorn Dahlen, Ida Halstad, Heidi Loki. Glibko not going anywhere. Bushenko can't quite get it. Looked like it come off of the foot of Jakobsen, so Ukraine keep the ball. Glibko, Bushenko. Ukraine have got to make something happen here. They're going to lose possession. Timeout by the ref, yellow card, and that's going to be for for Gerson. Official's not liking what the Norwegian coach was up to, so he gets a yellow card. Shot comes to nothing. Bjorndalen. Jakobsen. So Norway really are using the bench, as it were, and that's a little bit evident, isn't it, with this sloppy passing. Space on the wing. Jakobsen decides to come back inside. That's well taken. Oh, that's a brilliant finish. And there's going to be a suspension there. Loki doesn't look at all happy. Nice ball inside as she comes in. Schutska, it was, who was paying her close attention. Difficult to see where she caught her. However, it's a 2-minute suspension for Schutska. That's her second. So 2 players now for the Ukraine on 2-minute suspensions. Number 6, Yulia Mangarova. Number 5, Irena Schutska. They're going to have to be careful. Ribko. Kemper denied. Oh, that's a good play. Norway can bring it away. Herem, Bjorndalen. Alstad with it. Loki gets to the line. Some perspiration needs to be cleared off the court. Rather sedate-looking Norwegian crowd. Good save, Parkhomenko. Ukraine not in any hurry to bring it away. Doesn't make for a great stat, that particular. How does it? Shot efficiency 46% to 50. Garova running the line, trying to get in behind Norway's defence. Haraldsson gets the stop. Oh, that's a good pass, good save. Should have been a Ukraine ball anyway, because it looked like it came off of Lingos's leg. Lovely ball in. Heidi Loki should have done better. So the player running the line had ran through and into the area. So losing possession. Oh, that's better. Lovely goal from off Didal. It's weaved away through the Ukrainian defence. would you believe it? So Pitpalova now with a suspension. They're coming thick and fast for Ukraine here, aren't they? 14 minutes worth of suspensions for the Ukraine. Remarkably, they're still 2 goals ahead. Well, there might only be one here with that little steal. Penalty. Loki again feeling the effects of the Ukrainian defence.
7 meters goal for Norway. 2 minutes
Red card going in around the head, and that's always going to be trouble. And indeed, she gets a 2-minute suspension. Darlin with it. Well, this game is going to go Norway's way, although not with a shot like that it won't. It's going to be because Ukraine have given away too many 2-minute suspensions. That's an easy save, wasn't it? Norway defending on the 9-metre line. They probably thought to go player to player here, because that's what happens, and that should have been a goal. Ukraine should have scored that. That's not good from Boroshenko. Loads of space in behind the defence. There should be plenty of space here for Norway. There is. Oh, good save, Parkamenko. Oftedal is denied. That Olstad was late in getting up. Stad goes down, and then Oftedal takes it. Loads of space. Can't finish. Darlin waiting to make a run. She comes. Here's the space. And still no goal. I was wondering what Ukraine were doing. They had effectively had only 3 players on court at one point, and yet only 2 were suspended. Well, that looked a little bit early from Bulachenko coming onto court before the clock had run down to 0. Just give her the benefit of the doubt for the graphic being maybe a little bit out of sync with the actual score tables timer. Oh, that power play completely wasted by Norway. 2-player advantage and they didn't even get a goal. Good save, Haraldson. That'll be Norway's ball. Didn't go in the area. Space for Bjorndalen, and she scores. So Norway happy to do it the hard way. 1 behind now. Victoria Subolenko, number 8 for the Ukraine, wasn't really sure what was going on. That's the ball now. And didn't close down Bjorndalen, which enabled her to go and shoot. Nikolenko. Just wouldn't bounce kindly for Bulachenko. Loads of space here. Oh, good save. Well, Parkhamenko's playing brilliantly well for the Ukraine. She's definitely the reason why they are leading this match at the moment. Norway have been pretty poor from that left wing. Still Ukraine's ball, is it? Yep. Just see, can't you, the strength in depth that Norway have. Regelhuth, Borgersen, Reivang all stood watching. Norway only one behind. Jakobsen gets the ball. Graffield as well, also just taking a rest at the moment.
Team timeout requested by Norway.
Thorje Hegelsen calls timeout for Team Norway.
Hei. Dere som inne nå. Dere har nå satt standarden for de som skal inn nå. Det det tempoet vi skal ha I beina. Bra jobba. God opphenting. Linn Gåsé fortsetter. Heiti, Kikki, Marit. Linn kommer. Karo, Linka. Skal drive det samme tempoet her bak. Og trøkk I ankomst.
Kryss venstre!
Ну ты не можешь отдать передачу. Замена. Давайте. Оля, Настя, Яся тут в защите. Майя вперед выходит. И края на края выходит. Давай.
Давай,
Значит так, еще раз.
Давай!
Придете.
Девочки, отстояли!
Первую, потом.
Давай!
10 minutes to go. Norway one behind. Reivang is back into the action, so too Sullen and Borgersen now. So Norway looking to up a gear, but that's a poor pass. There's a chance here. Bushenko brings it away. Borgersen forcing her wide. Borgersen somewhat making up for her poor pass. Raffield's back in as well for Norway. Bushenko just made sure that Reivang couldn't go and get that ball once it had slipped between her hands. Nikolenko couldn't get the shot on target. Reivang, Suland. That is a cracker. Straight back in to the action and scores a goal. Squeezing there between Parkhamenko's hand and the post. Not a bad stat, is it? 5 from 5. Easy stop again. Haraldsson getting the better of Nikolenko. Straight through, Borgersen. Ukraine expecting the ball to be passed to the wing and just took that little step to the right, which created a bigger gap for Borgersen to go into. Manigorova not sure, and then Glibko not closing down quickly enough. So just like that, the deficit becomes a lead.
Теперь мы мяч проигрываем. Ну кому нужно вышвырнуть? А ты где?
Давай! Лево, 16!
Значит, да, я еще... Вы бестолковые или вы не понимаете? Я сказал играть первую. Я сказал играть первую. Вы что, без мы сыграли 2 раза и забили? Она забила, и она забила. Вы что делаете? Я сказал только первую. А потом сыграете нашу.
Давай, давай!
Kan vi øve og skru opp enda et lite hakk i forsvar? Og så ser dere nå at nå begynner vi å komme i kontraen. Kan vi være 2 meter høyere når vi får den? Ha kikket opp før vi får den og se om vi kan bare spille videre. Er vi med? Løft blikk, spill kort, løp etter, sett rygg. Ja.
Well, Lina Ratner giving his team a rocket. Maybe that will get them back into the game, one of which they've led for the last 50 minutes. Now they find themselves behind. Look, Norway have done that to both teams they've played already. Serbia and the Czech Republic trailing, and then the last 10 minutes just upping their level, moving up a gear and moving in front. Oh dear. Poroshenko had no chance with that pass from Pitpalova. Haraldsen gives it to the sister, Borgersen. Suland. Breivang, Borgersen. Very fast passing. Rigel is just wide. Pitpalova, good save, Haraldsen. That was better. Poroshenko closing down Breivang, still able to get the ball away. Space here, maybe. Loki swings free and into the corner. Good work from Heidi Loki. Nice pass it was as well from Björn Dahlen. Schutska. Well, that is the end of Schutskaya's match, because she's got 3 now, so that should be a red card for her. And indeed, off she goes, puts her top on. She won't be playing any more part in this match. Ukraine will be able to bring another player in. Not for another minute and 50 seconds, but it won't be Schutskaya. There's a renewed vigour now about Norway in the way that they're playing. They're not giving Ukraine the time that they had earlier on. Breivang looks to be in a little bit of pain. She's not happy, is she, Breivang? Play resumed. Red card. Offload to Monagarova. 2-minute suspension for Breivang. She just looks, that look about it, just looks at the ref to say, what are you playing at? What do you mean? A very withering look, I think, to the ref. Well, she's fallen. And Breivang's hands down there, that's really harsh, but there you go. Such is handball. And Ukraine have a goal. Nice work from Managarova. Another player on thin ice really with two-minute suspensions. She gets another one at the end of her match as well. It's only the second 2-minute suspension that Norway have encountered in this match. Heidi Loki getting one earlier on. 16 minutes of suspensions for the Ukraine so far. Borgerson. Loki in the area. So Ukraine have it. Rafiad goes. That push. But you can't push and then put your hands away like that and say, I didn't touch it. And it never works. No, real advantage here for the Ukraine. Bodachenko in to run the line because Schutzke's off, obviously. They've got two players over. They should be able to make it count. Managarova does and brings them back level. Nice finish by Managarova. Off to Dahl. Wet tried to get an angle, but it's an easy save by Parkhomenko. Now Redcar brings it away. Not a good pass by Glibko, and Norway have it back. Breivang. Nowhere for Sulan to go at the moment, and neither for Breivang as well, as she's tucked up by Glibko. Shot blocked. Parkhomenko goes long, good pass, Managarova. Oh, unlucky. Did all the hard work, lobbed it over Haraldsson, but just couldn't get it under the crossbar. Michael comes in onto the right wing, Suland with the ball, Loki on the line, Breivang, Bergson, and Helm in the top corner, Norway's strongest team at the moment. As they look to finish this one off in the last couple of minutes. Oh dear, that could be trouble. Yep, 2 minutes, off you go, Glibko. Looked like an off the ball after the whistle had gone as well. That's the end of Glibko's tournament. Bang, right in the face from Glibko. Glibko going to put a tracksuit on. Loki wanted a penalty. She's not going to get it. She will keep possession. Suland. Ball into Loki again. Ooh. Now what's going on here? He's got some tears. Looks like it from Benai Nulavashuk. It might have been as she fell, because she was the protagonist in that, definitely. Well, it's as she gets attacked, doesn't she? And then as Heidi Loki's head goes back, she catches Vashuk. Look at that, it's a red card for Vashuk. So she's gone. Oh, they're falling like flies. At this rate, they can have no one left on the court before the end of the game. Well, it's a bit of a sad end, really, for the Ukraine. They played so well, and then it looks like Norway are going to score here, surely. Suland fires in. Norway have the lead. And Ukraine are 2 players down with just over 30 seconds to go. Unlikely that they're going to score here. But that red card, straight red for Vashuk, not helping the cause. Shutska's 3rd yellow card, meaning that she is off. Plus then the suspension for Managarova. It's all gone horribly wrong, really, for the Ukraine. Timeout called by Leonard Ratner.
Ты выпускаешь за спину, Майя выходишь. Ты не удалена? С Майей играете, выпускаете и с Юлей попробуете сделать вброс. Ты поняла? Набираешь хорошо игрока, прогоните мяч и попробуем сделать вброс. Понятно?
Vi fortsetter med merket på 1. Vi andre er tett, og når de kommer da inn, så stopper de opp, og så smyger de bak. Sånn at vi stenger og våkner på det. Den som får den, må være på ballsida av den som kommer inn. Er du med? Nei, ikke for høyt, men i beredskap. Ok, full fokus nå!
Well, all in all, 20 minutes worth of suspensions for the Ukraine in this match, and still they only are 1 behind. There is a chance maybe for a draw. Last 10 seconds, they're going to give this everything. Not before there's a timeout. A bit of perspiration needs to be cleared from the court first. One last gasp effort for the Ukraine. Can they salvage something from this game, something from this championships? Haraldson denies them, and that is the end of the match. And it's Norway who keep a 100% record in this tournament, and the Ukraine who leave with nothing. Well, the coaches can have a little laugh. It was a game that I think pretty much everybody expected. Norway have done the business, but they didn't risk their strongest players. Ukraine gave it everything. They also tried out a few of their new players to test them at this level. And once again, Norway scraped through. And you can see on the faces of the players there's a sigh of relief. Just wonder how it will be affected in the main round. They won their first 2 matches with only a 2-goal margin. They've won this one by a single goal, and there are some tougher teams to come in the main round, that's for sure. The players are lining up for the MVP nominations. We'll have a look at the stats from the game. that's the final result. Just the one goal. Norway coming good in the end. That last few minutes, and they have done for the entire tournament, just come good in the business end where they've needed to. Wouldn't say they were in cruise control, but they seem to get the job done. 18 minutes of penalties in all then for the Ukraine. That's not a good stat, is it? And no goals at all in that second 10-minute period. Sulan top scoring for Norway, and Managara gets the Best Player award for the Ukraine. She was solid, that's for sure. Well, I hope you enjoyed the handball here from the Combank Arena as we have a look at where the goals came from for the Ukraine. And similarly from Norway. We still have one more match to come. It'll be Serbia up against the Czech Republic. We do hope you can join us for that. But for now, though, from myself, Clayton Lucas, it's time to say goodbye and leave you with the table and with the highlights from the tournament.